Hello there, and welcome to a special episode of Bedtime with Prime. Allow us to properly welcome you to our home, because today we'll be reading some of our favorite moments from the show. We've heard from the social media manager William that you've been absolutely hounding him for the next season, which he doesn't have the power or the energy to do right now. As a matter of fact, we believe it's past your bedtime. So settle in and pretend this is one of those weird boyfriend falls down the stairs ASMR videos you people listen to as we read you right from the script of Let us begin. We begin upon a battlefield between a father and son as ominous music plays in the background. Had enough yet? Omni-Man asks. I'll stop you, Mark replies defiantly. I'm ready when you are, Omni-Man sneers. The sound of heavy punches thudding, a body hitting the ground, and rumble crunching fills the air. You're doing this for nothing, Omni-Man says. Being part of the Empire will make Earth better than it ever was. And what if they resist? Mark asks. That's why we're here, to keep them from resisting, to show them how wrong they are, how pointless it is, Omni-Man explains coldly, that they can be part of something bigger or die. I won't let you, Mark chokes out. Another brutal punch lands as the ominous music continues. You want to die for this planet? Fine, Omni-Man yells. What's 17 more years? He throws another punch. I can always start again, he continues, striking Mark again. Make another kid. A merciless barrage of punches thuds against flesh, accompanied by the sickening sound of squelching blood and clinking teeth. Suddenly, the brutal noise is replaced by a sharp thwack of a baseball bat and the roar of spectators cheering. Yeah, Mark's mother, Debbie, shouts happily from the bleachers. The spectators continue cheering and applauding. Looking away from the field, Debbie turns towards her husband, Nolan, who is standing off to the side looking extremely unhappy. What are you doing? Omni-Man scoffs. If I have to watch this game, I'd have a better view from above. You know you can't do that, she replies. It's bad enough you're standing over here like a weirdo. Come, sit down. This is a waste of everyone's time, he grumbles. There's so much more I could be doing right now. Go, Mark! The crowd cheers from behind. Debbie motions towards the field. Oh, you're gonna miss it. Look at Mark. Strike one, the Empire calls out. Debbie looks at Omni-Man earnestly. You and I, we made him. He's ours. When he feels joy, we feel joy. See that look on his face? How can you see that and not feel the same way? Gentle, wistful music begins to play as the sharp thwack of a baseball bat echoes across the field, followed by an eruption of cheering from the spectators. As we get older, it's harder to feel that, Debbie continues. The weight of the world, it bogs us down. But our children remind us of the joys in life. It brings us back, shows us what life is all about. This is humanity. The spectators cheer wildly as the gentle, wistful music carries on. Yeah, the crowd shouts out. Keep going, Mark, keep going. The voices of the crowd, Mark and Debbie, blends together in excitement. Come on, Mark, go, go, go. Go, Mark, come on, buddy, you can do it. Go, Mark, go, Mark. The umpire shouts, safe. The spectators erupt into triumphant cheers. Yeah, Debbie cheers, laughing brightly. Woohoo! Did you see, Dad? Young Mark calls out eagerly. Did you see? The gentle, wistful music lingers as Omni-Man finally answers. Yeah, I saw. We go back to the battlefield, where the warm memory fades and Mark is left groaning weakly on the battlefield, blood dripping from his battered face. Omni-Man scoffs, a mixture of frustration and grief in his voice. Damn it! He thuds heavily onto the ground beside his son. Mark continues to groan weakly as Omni-Man lays next to him, breathing deeply while blood spurts from Mark's injuries. The ominous music has returned, casting a dark shadow over the ruined landscape that lays before them. Omni-Man scoffs again, his anger bubbling up. Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so that you can watch everyone around you die? Think, Mark. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant being on this planet. You'll live to see this world crumble to dust and blow away. Everyone and everything you know will be gone. He pauses, looking down at the broken boy. What will you have after 500 years? Mark looks up at him, groaning weakly. You, Dad, he rasps. I'd still have you. The wind whistles gently through the silence that follows. A moment of calm among so much destruction, a stark and sickening comparison. "Dad?" Mark whispers. Omni-Man gasps, the weight of those words crashing into him. With a sudden, booming sound and the rush of violent wind, Nolan launches himself into the sky, leaving the devastation and his son behind. Aw, wasn't that just a lovely scene? I love a good father and child bonding moment. Just like you and me, I assume. Still not asleep? Well, lucky you, I've got one more story for you. Settle in. We set the scene as light, dramatic music plays in the background. We see a floating Mark Grayson suddenly come upon an open sunset sky, with one notable distraction. Thrag, leader of the Viltrumites, is floating amongst the orange-colored clouds. "Yes, we are here," Thrag's voice declares. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifts as eerie music swells, accompanied by the sound of gasping, frantic yelling, and heavy striking in Mark's mind. Mark goes to attack Thrag where he floats. "Stop," the Grand Regent commands, bringing the swell to a halt. "I've done nothing to your planet yet, but if you continue to be irrational..." "What do you want?" Mark demands, fear and anger welling up in his throat. "I was made Grand Regent of Viltrum to lead our people from darkness and ensure the future of our race," the Grand Regent explains. "It has not been easy. There are 37 of us left, barely a whisper of who we once were. But still more than enough to tear this planet in half." Thrag lets the weight of his words linger before adding, "It would be fair repayment for the many offenses you have given us. You took our home, so our home is now here." Thrag floats closer to deliver his terms. "Let me explain your future to you. We will live among you, wear your clothes, walk your streets. We will disappear within your society. Your people will never know we are here, but they will save us nonetheless as we use them to birth our salvation." His tone darkens into a severe warning. "Any attempt to find us, to remove us, to thwart us by you or the coalition of planets will result in the death of billions and a less pleasant form of life for the survivors." He continues, "Either way, we will rebuild our race. Your very existence proves this is possible. In return, I offer a truce. We will not influence, affect, aid, or endanger Earth in any way as long as we are undisturbed." The Grand Regent offers his final ultimatum. "You do not have a choice, and yet you must still make one. Do you and your planet accept my terms, or do you choose annihilation for both our people?" Mark struggles against the terrifying reality of the proposal. "If you think I'll let you live here, let you use us to breed, let you get stronger on my planet after everything you've done? No. No. Never." A dramatic screeching sound pierces the air as Mark is plagued by sickening visions and forces out his next words. "My answer?" The dramatic screeching intensifies all around him. "My answer is..." Mark hesitates, the weight of the world resting on his shoulders, before finally conceding. "My answer is... yes, I accept your terms." "The universe is strange," the Grand Regent hums quietly. "In a way, you've become our savior, willing or not. Isn't that just nice? We hope you enjoyed our time together. Now, sleep well, dear viewer, and we'll see you on our next evening adventure. See you next time.